Hello everyone and welcome to my Ineos Grenadiers team review from the 2022 Tour de France. The Grenadiers came into this year's tour with three cards to play in the GC. Danny Martinez, Geraint Thomas and Adam Yates, and then Tom Pidcock as a bit of a free element. Um, for me, going into the race, Danny Martinez was the most likely to win the Tour de France out of them. And he was always going to be the aggressive card that they would play in the mountains. Unfortunately, they lost that tactical card in Switzerland. He got ill, he was on antibiotics, I believe, and fell away from the GC. So their GC challenge was always going to be a case of sustaining a tempo with Yates and Thomas and seeing where it took them. And it was clear that Geraint Thomas was the third best rider of this year's tour. Adam Yates, he got ill himself in the Pyrenees, so for him to hang on to a top 10 was an amazing achievement. Um, Other than that, obviously losing their aggressive card meant they couldn't be as aggressive as their plans had, but they still had in Tom Pidcock for I think until stage 17 when he blew up to Perigús, they still had three cards to play in that top 10. Away from the GC battle, where the man I'm going to talk about did show signs of being able to compete in the future, Tom Pidcock won one of the best mountain stage performances that I've seen in a very long time. Descending, we saw how he descended the Galibier. He put 2 minutes on the peloton and overtaking the Arkea rider Chris Froome and catching the breakaway the way he did was absolutely insane. But what I want to mainly talk about is after that and the control Pidcock had over the breakaway. He he was always in control on what was going on in that group. You had Louis Meintjes, who's finished top tens in Grand Tours. Chris Froome, he doesn't need a further introduction. And Nilson Powless is one of the best up and coming climbers as well. And Pidcock controlled them all. He decided when they were going to increase the pace, when they were going to back off a bit. And when they got on Alpe d'Huez, it was the Tom Pidcock show. He attacked from distance. Louis Meintjes was probably happy about that, but he just didn't have the legs. And Pidcock put out the time, and what a win! What a win on Alpe d'Huez.